Welcome to At Cook Carmela. I'm so glad that you could join me today. This episode is about family. The ideology today that we are hitting in exactly today and probably been hitting in the last 20 to 30 years is the ideology of the idea of oneself, where it's all about you, me. I don't want to, I don't feel like it, what about me, what's in it for me, all that ideology, the ideology of self, which is great. I'm not complaining about that because we all need to look after ourselves, and I endorse that. That's the main thing that we need to do, is to eat right, think right, and live right. That's what's important in our life. But the ideology of what is behind that today is so focused that it has ripped many families apart. I've seen it in my own particular life myself, where we're no longer thinking about the family, we are thinking about oneself. We need family. Family is the core essence from where we come from. Family is the root of where we come from. And it's so important to keep those family ties and those connections together. Now, this is what I really wanted to talk to you about in my concerns that I have. I see watch so many videos, I see so many people, and I see it's all about me. That's great, but we need a balance of also about family, about thinking about the people that are in your life, thinking about the family that you're connected with, and realizing that the communication lines that once was a telephone and today is just a line of just picking up the phone, connecting, saying hi, thinking about you. How are you? Anything I can do if they're going through a hard time, a troubled time. We're all going through one storm or another. There's not one person today that is not going through something or another. But it's about the communication lines of family, keeping those ties open, those lines open, and connecting with them. I've seen so many people. The elderly today is really one of the toughest challenges that we face. The isolation that the elderly face today is a very big mountain. But you know what? It doesn't need to be. What's going on? Why are we isolating our elderly? Why are we not communicating with them? Why are we not calling them? Why are we not cooking a meal for them? Why are we not visiting them? I shrug myself. I watch so many people, so many videos I see for research purposes, and thinking, I can't hear anyone talk to me about what I'm talking to you about, family. The communication lines, you watch on the news, people that an elderly probably been dead for weeks or months before someone went there. Oh yeah, no, I didn't see her. I hadn't seen her for a while. You know what? We're now too scared to knock on the door, say, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while. You okay? Do you need help? Oh, what? It's a bit too hard in the too hard basket? Honestly, this is my thing at the moment. And it's been my thing for probably the last 20 years. And once I wrote Carmela's Cucina Povera, a journey of self-discovery and healing through Sicilian cooking, that was what I wanted to embalm and embed into the human being, how important our family is, how important the connection, the recipes, the sitting across the table. I don't see, you go to restaurants today and it is so effing loud, you want to scream. Like, you can't even discuss or talk. So, you know, best thing to do is one my 101 ways to transform the way you cook. Go out, sit in a park, have a picnic. That's the best thing. How many times have we done that? How many times, you know, oh, we can't be bothered, or it's too much, it's too hard basket. Getting one of the elderly, taking them out, seeing some sunshine, taking them out. If you can't cook for them, take them out. Take them to a pub or the RSL, just a light meal. I've had so many friends pass, guys. Yes, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s. Just pass. Go. Life is so short. And what's important is the memories that get left behind. You know, what we're imparting into this next generation. Unfortunately, some of the generation's okay, but some of the other part of the generation, I'd say maybe a third of it, is really can't have communication. I'm talking about because of the social media sector, or the games that they play. They can't sit down and have a conversation. I'm seeing that even in my grandchildren. You know, they find it hard. They get bored so quickly. And you're trying to get them down and you're trying to explain to them. You know, you don't have to keep your mind busy. It's okay to stop. It's okay. Let's go in the garden. Let's have some downtime. Sit down. Maybe we can chat. Yes, chat. Talk to me. Communicate with me. Open those lines up. It's a muscle, just like going to the gym. If you don't go to the gym or you don't walk, you don't utilize those muscles. And that's important, is utilizing those muscles. That's why I'm an advocate for it. I wrote The Heart of the Table, Unlocking the Treasures to Family and Community through Sicilian Food. That one there is solely about the digital era, about the communication lines, about community. How many people... My mum was in a nursing home and I used to go and visit her and I used to talk. My daughter ended up feeding some of the people that were just around her area when the nurses couldn't feed. How many people had not been visited for over a year and they had family? Just let them go and get on with your life and forget it. Where have we got to? Where have we got to? You leave a loved one in a nursing home and you don't even go to visit them? What's happening? You tell me. Do you have anything that you can feedback about what you think about this, what I'm talking about? That's caused isolation in families where people can't even communicate anymore. They can't sit at the table and they can't talk to one another because those lines are down. They haven't been operated for quite a while. They've pulled the plug. Like the operators just pull the plug. I'm going to get... They've cut it. What are we going to do? How are we going to fix this? You know? Social media everywhere. I'm talking about family. I'm really concerned about family. I'm concerned about people even that just haven't seen family, a loved one, for such a long time. They can't even be bothered to make the effort to see a loved one who's in elderly. I know diverse people that are sitting at home alone, don't have anybody. They've got family, but family is just ringing them up. They can't say, you go visit one week and I'll go visit dad or mum the following week, as long as they're not alone. We come from family. We come from a community, a unit. We are fully connected, but we have chosen to be disconnected. Cut it all off. Why? Because it's too hard? It's not too hard. It's easy. Sitting down and chatting. Oh, it takes your head space. I've heard people say that. It takes my head space. I can't be bothered. All my energy gets gone there. No, they're excuses. Love makes us better people. We've taken love out of the equation. We've taken love off the table. We've taken love out of the root of where the core of where our being are. We don't want to, just let him play. Let him play on the phone while we can have a conversation. No, get off the phone and listen to the conversation. Be part of the conversation. Get off the phone and be part of the conversation. That's what's important. I might be waffling to you, but I'm really not waffling. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the communication lines in family, the investment. That's our future. That's their future. It's so important. The importance of what family is today, the ideology of the idea of oneself has flown out the window. Family is so important. We need family. And if we don't have family, then we need community. We need to be part of a group. We need to be part of a network of people that have the same like-mindedness that we have, that think the same way, that we can open up and chat with. Not the idiot box and look at it and just, what's the word? I'm trying to find a word. Well, suppress it with the idiot box and just watch television when we've been giving so much. There's so much that we can do. We can give. You say, I haven't got anything to give. Yes, you have yourself. You've got yourself and your time. Go and volunteer at the local school. Give back into the kids. Volunteer in the elderly home. Go visit some people who need someone. Make a cup of coffee. Make a food for somebody. That's what's important. Family, people. We are a universe. We're part of it. We live in it. We're only renting it. We're only here for a short time. It's what we put in. I'm really concerned about that. So concerned. So concerned that I'm going to do this video. That's what I've decided. I'm not going to share a recipe with you or tell you things that the quick way of doing it, whatever. It's about implementing foundations and benchmarks and cornerstones for your own family, for my own family, for our children, for our children's children, and the future of generations to come, because it's been wiped out what family really is. We're so concerned with this LGBT, whatever you call, plus all this stuff. What about family? What about family? How important family is. How important sitting across at the table is. Sharing. If you don't want to share, listen. But at least be communicating. Be connecting. Be part of something greater than yourself. Me be part of something greater than me. Giving. I do. But I don't want to tell you what I do because I'm not here about that. I'm here about emphasizing how important our families are. People eating meals, one in the lounge room, one in the bedroom, one outside. We can't sit at the table. We can't eat a meal. I can hear my nonna shaking her head and my mum shaking her head. There was one rule. We all sat at the table. We didn't pick up phones. We didn't do nothing. Everyone closed phones or whatever. And we all sat at the table. And do you know how many hours we could sit at the table and laugh. And we did the dishes together later, but we laughed. How important that is today. Even with friends and family, sharing our life, sharing. This ideology of oneself has gone a bit too far. There's nothing, as I said, nothing wrong with you caring for yourself, because you've got to be number one in that. But also remember that we are part of a family. The communication lines, the clarity of family, all that sort of stuff's gone down, gone down. Will you help me lift it up? Will you help me be the advocate of what I believe in? Be the advocate of what you can do in your home, with your family, with your neighbours, with your friends, with your community. Will you help me? Will you be part of this? I don't want to go on. I just wanted to share that today. Be part of a community. Be part of family. Let's lift family up. Let's make it number one. Let's make it important. I grew up from the 50s and 60s era where family was number one. So I've seen the change. I've seen the change. And that's why I wrote my books. I'll just go quickly get them so you can have a quick look. Family. 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 Community. My father. My grandfather. Me and my father. Family. Family. This book is about you returning back home to your heart, where your heart belongs, and the essence of what family is. The treasure that they left us. They left us a treasure. It can't be seen, but it can be touched and it can be felt. And it's a gift of how important family and sacrifices are. Family. And this one is all community, people, friends, and what they bring to the table. So please join me on lifting our own families, lifting them and making them number one, and building a future for the generations to come on what family's about. The Europeans all knew that because they'd suffered many, many wars and many depressions and many famines, but they clung to what was the most important thing in the world to them was family. We have so much today. Technology, everything. We have more than we need, and yet we are missing the communication lines of what family is about. So please join me. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the notifications button. And help me to endorse more of what I believe in, that family is the necessity of today. If I'm doing the right thing, please let me know. If it resonates in your heart, please let me know. You have a wonderful evening or day. Wherever you are in the world, know that you are part of a family. Give that call to that loved one. Go and see a friend or a family member. Make a meal, cook a meal, and love them and show them how you love them. I come from a generation where we were not told, I love you. We were shown it. How? By food. When my nonna cooked for me, that was her way of saying, I love you. The same with my mama. So please, let's endorse the most important thing in the whole entire world, family. Ciao.